Well, guys, welcome all of you guys. I don't know who can hear me at the moment. Let me just check the YouTube side and make sure YouTube is working. Before we, yeah, YouTube side is working. So, any of you guys who have already been in at the beginning, let me see. Romantic was there. Brizzy Boy, Electronic Scrapper. Brizzy Boy is Scrappy and I are still not signing them stickers. Oh, Brizzy Boy. What I'll have to do, I'm off work, not this week coming. I'm off work the week after. So what I'll do is I'll post more. I'll put more in the post. I'm sure I sent them out to you. Now again, knowing me, I could have them somewhere in the house and not even sent. So I'll have to search because I have stuff there to send out, and it could be in that pile of stuff that hasn't even been sent yet. So I'm terrible. If I forgot to send them, I apologize. But I'm off for 2 weeks in not this week coming, the week after, and the week after that from work. So I'm going to try and post out all my stuff that I need to post out to people, and hopefully, then you will get them. If I probably haven't even sent them. I'm looking in case they're around me here somewhere because I'm terrible for leaving stuff and forgetting about it and saying, oh yeah, I'll send that out there next week or I'll send that out the week after, but I don't see any letters left here to be posted yet. So I'm presuming I did post them. Maybe I didn't. I'll have to have a closer look, Brizzy Boy. Sorry if I did. I'm good. It's hot. I'm good. It's hot and humid day at work today. Um, yeah, it's warm here, but we don't work Sundays. Well, I do a bit of scrapping, but I don't count that as work. That's my hobby. Um, so Brizzy Boy, I definitely will. If I haven't got them out to you, definitely be going out when I'm on holidays for the 2 weeks. So it'll give me a chance to get stuff. Romantic, welcome back in. Good to see you. Um, things not an age thing at all. Yeah, not an age thing at all. No, too busy with work and stuff. So at the moment, for the last 3 weeks, I've been working 6 day weeks instead of 5 day weeks. So this is the last week of me having to do Simple Man. Welcome in. So this is the last week of me having to do the 6 day week, and then I'm off for 2 weeks. So um, that's when I should get more stickers and stuff. So if I haven't sent stickers to anyone and they're looking for stickers, email me and I will get the stickers to you. My email address is putting it in the chat. And this is the one I just use for getting my anyone that wants to email me. So feel free to email me on that email. And I will get stickers out to you guys. As I said, it's 2 weeks time. Well, not this week, the week after I'll be off for 2 weeks. So then we can get sorted so we can get stickers off out to you guys. So what has everyone been up to? I see gold has dropped back a bit in price. So anyone's doing it for a living is going to get a little bit less on their scrap value for the gold. So I'm sure I've seen that on BoardSort. A few of the people that deal with BoardSort are seeing the prices have dropped back a bit. Not an awful lot, but a little bit. So that's kind of anyone that's doing it for a living. It makes it a bit tighter, the margins. And again, you have to be more selective on what you break down, what you're selling, what you're keeping, stuff like that. Where when you're doing it as a hobby like me, it's still the same. Just break everything down. I see E-West Mike on his videos. He's been out injured for a while with his thing, and the prices are fairly poor. So he's deciding whether he's going to sell or not sell. Now I didn't watch today's video he put out yet. Haven't got a chance to watch it yet. Can also reach our friend Irish here as well. Blah blah blah. Thank you for that, Ro. As always, thank you very much. So I'm just checking something else. Ooh, where did that go? Someone retracted it. I don't know what that was, Ro. Maybe Ro took it off again. Maybe it wasn't my Facebook page, or not Facebook page, but YouTube page. Maybe it was something else he put up. Let me see what else is happening. Pooh's mate, welcome in. Good to see you. Simple Man, I think it's time for you, an electronic scrapper, to get to the old blue wrench. You're coming in for a long time, so I'm trying to give you guys the old blue wrench. Let me give electronic scrapper the old blue wrench. Don't have to do much. Just if you see any trolls, boot them out. So you guys now are part of the blue wrench brigade. You're always in. Brizzy Boy's got his. I'm just seeing as anyone that I should have given blue wrenches to a while back and still haven't got them. Steel prices are on the way up. Well, that's good. I seen that. I think I seen the Matthews video. He was getting a bit higher price than what he was quoted over the phone when he went to doing his video. What did it weigh? What did it pay? Yesterday, I think it was. I caught it when I was on lunch from work. So I did say hi to Booze Mate, didn't I? I did. So yeah, he so the price he was given, he got a bit higher than when he got to pay it. So that's always nice. So you think you're going to get one price, and when you get there, it's a bit higher than what you're expecting. So that's always good. Usually it's the other way around, that you get less than what you expected. But that was it. Let me see. Smurfs Unite. Well done, Brizzy. Yeah, Smurfs Unite. If he Matthews was here, he'd be Papa Smurf, wouldn't he? Smurfette is obviously Pooh's mate. I suppose I'd be Grumpy Smurf, wouldn't I? I'd be a bit grumpy. Ro probably Happy Smurf. Let me see, what other Smurfs there out there? I can't remember them all. Who else is there coming in? I'm trying to think who else. Oh, phone's bleeping. I wonder what that's about. Sorry, guys, just check that. It's a WhatsApp. So, what has everyone been up to? What have you been doing? Have you been cashing in stuff? Have you been hoarding it? What has Electronic Scrapper been experimenting with this week? I'm sure he's been experimenting with some stuff. I've been just busy at work, so I haven't done much in the scrap line this week at all. I've done nothing. I'm trying to think. I just collected a bit. I got some stuff off electricians that I picked up, breakers and stuff like that I just need to kind of process when I'm off for the 2 weeks. I'll try and get through some of that. What did I do today? I done a bit of breaking down stuff, small boards and connectors and stuff like that. It wasn't anything major. Watching TV and just breaking them down while I was watching TV. That was kind of it. Get it, flip it, and do it again. Yeah, if you're in it for the business, that's what you have to do. If you're in it for the money, if you're in it for the hobby like me, it's break them down. Oh, that's the invisible board. So like Slim hard drives, I'll be breaking them down. Talking about that, I might as well take the board off. Some nice chunky MLCCs on there, but not sure thing. My family are heading over to the Emerald Isle tomorrow. Sadly, I won't be able to join them this year. Oh, sorry to hear that, Pooh's mate. Is it because you're busy at work and stuff? Haven't got time to come over yourself this year? Or you don't have to tell us. To be honest, it's up to yourself. I don't want to be prying into people's business and nosing about stuff that's got nothing to do with me. Try and find the right screwdriver. No scrapping, no refining, just work. I am trying to get enough surface mount LEDs to get a variable recovery rate. Any help within the community would appreciate it. So there you go, guys. Anyone that can help our Electronic Scrapper on getting them surface mounted LEDs, he would appreciate it. It'll benefit everyone, give a yield sort of ratio so people know health issues, more hospital appointments. Okay, I hope you're feeling better soon, Pooh's mate. And there's always next year. So I've booked actually a trip away. Well, not a trip away. I'm going to be in the vicinity of Ian Matthews maybe in a month or two. So we might have to give him a shout when I'm over there. I might have to try and sneak into his secret location. So I'm only going to be there for 2 or 3 days. So in that area in a month or two. So we'll catch up with Ian then. So there we go. Board is off. Simple as that. So you can see some nice MLCCs, chunky ones, some flat packs on it, ICs, tiny gold tips on there. Not anything to write home about, but they're there. Prayers for Poosmate. Poosmate, we always wish well to any of our community people who are into the e-waste and into the recycling and stuff. Anyone in general. I don't really wish anyone bad health ever. We always like to hope that everyone's doing well. Heard it said Ian is retiring from microscrap. Ian will never retire from microscrapping. It's his life. He'd want to retire from collecting so much and maybe clear out what he has. Trying to find the right bit for this now is the next job. Sorry guys, I'll catch the chat again in a second. I just want to get the right bit because obviously one is too small. Hey Irish, don't be meeting him at that pub he couldn't find last time and ended up. Yeah, I'll have to find him a different bar to meet up in. He's not great for directions. Thought that was going to fall. Yeah, he had a bit of difficulty finding that bar. Not like Ian Matthews to not be able to find a bar. I'm sure he has frequented a few in his time. I might talk him into doing that ale trail again, huh? We could do all the pubs again. There we go. On the train, we could do all that again. So let me see what else is happening here. Electron Scrapper. I've come across a few Pentium 2 slot processors, wondering if there are gold bonding wires within the epoxy resin behind them. I've never, I haven't collected up. I haven't actually processed the ones with the epoxy resin yet to see. I'm sure there is. And again, that one doesn't work. This is the bits. I hate these Starhead torque screws. You'll get another fake Rolex. Oh, every time someone mentions the Rolex, I have to take it out, don't I? I have to take it out. There's the one in question. Sorry about the reflection. It's reflecting off the thing, so I can't get it to focus. Where am I going? There. No, it's just my big head is focusing on it. There we go, Rolex. So there's the genuine Rolex that he bought off someone in the docks in Liverpool. Battery's finally died on it, I think. I don't see. Oh no, the arm is still moving. She's still going. That's what, 2-3 years ago now. Because we had COVID for 2 years. This is the third. So it's nearly 4 years and the battery is still, if you look at the hand, if I can get it to focus again, if I can hold it steady enough, you can see the little hand is moving around. I can't believe it's still working. Time is wrong, but still working. So that's Mr. E. Matthews' Rolex's. I might try and bring it to Liverpool and resell it or something, maybe on the docks myself. Time sake Rolex better. Here's the thing: none of us rich nor will ever stop. I still, I think if I was a millionaire, I'd still like scrapping stuff out. It wouldn't bother me. I just like tinkering with stuff and trying to get stuff apart. I just hate when I don't have the right screwdriver with me to take something apart when I start it. I like to finish it completely. But anyhow, what is everyone asked? Let me put that down because I'll keep messing with it now until I hold on now. I'm gonna have another go. I think I might have the right one in here, maybe. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. See. Sorry, guys. I think I'd be a bit better organised. Oh, I hear a bleep in the basement. I'll check it in a second. Whoever you are, stay there. I will be with you in a second. Unless you're a troll, and then we'll have to get rid of you. Oh, yes. Could be a troll, could he? Some people call him a troll. Let me bring him up.
Well, I might look like a troll.
Hey, you're like something.
I look like a troll,
oh
but
my God! Watch call are looking for you. What's that band with the YMCA?
I was thinking more like Deliverance, actually.
No, I think it's out of the YMCA. What's that band with the thing? High Scrapping Irish. Black plastic melting into green fire zero for using heat gun. It should turn on dust or something. But no. I've had the plastic melt with the acid before. There's just a question someone's asked there, where I threw a rake of connectors into the acid, thinking that the acid will remove the gold, but it does. But if you leave it in too long, the plastic goes soft and the gold sets into the plastic then. So that was an issue I've had. Anyhow, Mr. Matthews, what is the story?
Hang on, I'm just trying to put chat to one side. Oh, fuck it. Stop it middle.
Hey,
right. What's the story?
I was going to say, you're going to have to lock up your secret location, because I have a flights booked to that location again, to that area where we met in a couple of months' time for another sporting occasions, of course. But you better make sure your secret location is well locked.
Hang on. You're welcome. You're welcome to come and rape that secret location. Take whatever in there is of interest to you. That's out there on YouTube live. You know what I mean? It has no interest to me, to be honest.
Oh my God! Do you know what we could do? I could help you sort out your boards, so at least you know your value.
Yeah, that is such a minefield. You know, to me, it's got some
Canadian scrapper.
I do actually segregate it when I put it in that secret location.
Yes.
If it's got gold on it, I put an eye on it for Irish.
Hey, Scrapper Wolf, welcome in. Good to see you. So, Mr. Matthews, you're obviously very warm in the shed when you're dressed like one of the boys from that 80s band. I can't think of the name of now.
How the hell do I put chat up in little corner? Just bear with me. I'm like a dinosaur.
Yeah, you work away.
Ooh. Right. I go to StreamYard, and then I go to that, and I click that. Yeah, but it just goes right. Oh, no, I've got it. Get it in the right-hand corner. Stick it up there in that corner. Drag it down a bit. Right there. Go on, I'll show you. You know, you all want to know what I've just done.
Oh, we've seen how we pull up the camera.
Scrapping Irish there, and I've managed to put chat in the corner. So I can see Scrapping Irish. I can see
the chat.
Who's in the chat. Whoa, I've had a busy day in here today. You'll see on tonight's video. You know.
Will the video up be tonight? Tomorrow night? Tomorrow morning? Tomorrow afternoon?
No, it will be tonight. It's a short one. It's only 45 minutes long.
Hey, James Gibson. Welcome in, James. Good to see you. 45. Tell me this now. I was watching your video on my lunch break yesterday, because some of us have to work on a Saturday, unfortunately. What did the Way, What did the Pay? If anyone hasn't seen it, go check out E. Matthews' What did the Way, What did the Pay video from yesterday. But you rang and you got one price, and then when you arrived, it was a higher price.
Indeed, it was £10 a ton higher. You know, so that was good. Who we got in there? Brissy Boy, Crypto, Booze Mate, Scrapper Wolf, Electronic Scrapper. I saw his video up earlier. Miss Canadian Scrapper. Hello, Evie. Romantic. Yo, he's a busy guy, isn't he?
Yeah. He's always busy.
I've only put this on so I wouldn't scare the ladies. You know what I mean? You know. I was just quitting the shed, to be honest. Come on, I've been listening to some Smokey, and I thought I'll quit, and I saw you live, so I thought I'll go on for a minute too.
I see you had a nice pickup of them fire extinguishers again.
Oh my God. Yeah, that was on a Thursday. Turned up 67 fire extinguishers. Not a bad pay area when you work out 84 pound, I think it was.
I will check that out, Scrapper Wolf. I will check it out.
If it has stripped them all to come in. And that is apparently going to be every week. So I need to be getting organised regarding that.
Yeah, it's if you have an ongoing pickup like that, and it's going to be that amount nearly every week.
Romantic, Bon Jovi. No, that Burt Reynolds out of Deliverance, please. You know. But I've been watching your videos on using hydrochloric acid, whatever.
Oh yeah. I'm doing a few of them. The village people. I'm just trying to think. The village people rang and they're looking for you to come back, Ian Matthews.
Oh, can I find my helmet? No, I can't. It's in here somewhere. I'm sticking with Burt Reynolds and the Deliverance, please.
But yeah, no, I've done a few videos there now lately. They'll be coming one after another, I think, in the next while, where I explain a bit more detail on what the acids. So I've done the little cards out with the names of the acids, and so because some people don't understand my accent, and sometimes I might say hydrochloric acid instead of nitric acid when I'm doing the video, and then it leads to confusion. So if I have my little card and I go, I'm using nitric acid, and then people know if I'm using hydrochloric acid, if I'm using whatever sulfuric acid or whatever acid I'm using. So I've done my little cards out, so it's handier.
You're saying that, you know, the problems I have with my accent. Have you ever watched any of my videos with subtitles on?
No.
It might be speaking a different language.
Well, you see, I can understand you, so I don't need to watch it with subtitles. But I'm sure if I put on the subtitles on mine, God knows what words would come up.
I've had a good day in here. I've had a good day in this shed today. Mixture of all sorts, you know. I've made a wood burner. Just finished that up. I'm just tidying up now at the moment. Just about to head in. What is it? 25 past 8. 20 past 8.
20 past 8, yeah. So how your wood burners go this year? Did you have a good year on them, or was it more or less than last year for you?
I can't make enough, but I don't have enough. I don't have enough gas bottles to fulfill all the.
I have 3 gas bottles lying out in my back garden. The pity I don't live closer to you. You could have them.
Electronic Scrapper says he can understand me just fine. Oh, where was we? Yesterday. Yesterday, me and my wife went to the town centre, Lee. I said, we'll call to the local tip on the way. I'll get rid of all the plastic that's off the fire extinguishers. So that
one question before you go too far on this thing. Did you bring your yellow jacket?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
So anyway, gets to the tip. Yo, pal, you know, showed me pass, whatever. You have to have a pass now to get onto the tip. Well, a pass as in it shows you are in the local area.
Okay.
So if you're out of area, you can't use the tip. So I go around, get out. Of course, I'm quite well known to all the tip lads. We'll just leave it at that. So I get out. All right, lad, how you doing? Can I throw this in here? It'll be all right. And the wife said to me, do you know, you just slip straight into the, you know, broad English language, what we call broad. You started speaking broad straight away once you met these lads. So I shall have to try to speak proper Queen's English.
Well, Poosmate reckons you have a different accent since you came back from holidays.
Yeah, there's a bit of Greek in there, I'll be honest. Yeah, there's a bit of Greek in me, Irish.
Yeah. I bet you brought back a few beverages, would you, all right?
Yeah, I brought this back. I'm not sure what it was. It might be nail polish.
Did you enjoy your holiday anyhow, Mr. Matthews? Was it a nice country to go to?
I did. I have to be honest. It's when you're at home and you're on holiday, it's always you're waking up. What can I do tomorrow? What am I going to do? I guess you're the same. Is like, I'm
off in 2 weeks' time, and I've already say, right, I need to get this done, I need to get that done, I need to get this done, I need to get it, because I'm not going anywhere. So it's all stuff I'm going to have to do around the house.
So to be on holiday and you wake up knowing that you can't do anything other than sunbathe and read. I'm a great reader. So it was great. Just get up, have your breakfast, lazy breakfast, nice quiet hotel, no fighting for the sunbeds. You can go down there at 11 o'clock and put your towel on a sunbed. And then 12 o'clock. I never drink before 12 o'clock on holiday.
You know it's 12 o'clock somewhere every day.
I have a bevy here too. You get a little bit tired, so, hide under the sunshade, go to sleep. Great.
Come on. So you enjoyed it well. I'm glad you enjoyed your break.
So
how many days did you have over there? Was it 7, 8?
It was 7. It was 7 nights. I don't know if I mentioned it anywhere else, but I'll mention it here. Okay, so Creole Piggy, where I went.
Yeah, I've seen the video.
Three fingers that stick into the sea. I was on this one. And the top of this one is where the famous guy Aristotle was born. You must know Aristotle,
yes.
The Plato and Socrates, etc.
Yeah,
so he was born top of that, other one. So I thought it might be worthwhile going and have a look at his birthplace. So I was talking to a guy and I said, how do I find a place where this Aristotle were born? And he said, Aristotle? Who's Aristotle?
Harry.
Say no more. Say no more.
So was that your first time out in Greece, or were you there?
No, I've been to Rhodes, I've been to Zante, I've been to another island. They're all the same. A bit disappointed in this one, to be honest, because I like Stifado, I like Cleftico, and it must be like local to certain places. It's like if you come up north, you get Lobby, you get Scouse, but if you go down south, there's no such thing. Do people know what I'm talking about when I say Lobby and Scouse?
Yeah, I know what Scouse is.
Yeah, well, Scouse, Lobbies are just a bit thicker than Scouse. So it was a bit disappointing. I had a beautiful massacre in that restaurant. Oh, beautiful. But it wasn't they didn't do the lamb dishes that I thought they would have done. Romantic. Yo, Ro.
Hey, I heard there was royalty on here, so I had to come on.
I don't know who that would be.
Don't make his head any bigger than it is, will you?
I'm just saying, Sir Ian. I mean, you're giving out Rolexes. I'll be over there shortly.
Hey, that Rolex is still working. The little hand is still going around, and that must be what, 4 years now, or 3 years?
It's got a great Chinese battery in it, dude.
Hey, that battery is some battery.
Whoa! That's one of those. You waggle it and it times it. It winds itself up.
We're not allowed to say wags too hard. Calm down.
Yeah, that weren't dear. That weren't cheap. I mean, the guy at the market, the side of the docks, telling me this is one of these fantastic Walkomatic.
Walkomatic. I'll take me a fake Rolex any day from anybody. I'll be like, yep, check that shit out. It's badass, thing.
Simple Man's in. Right,
yeah, Simple Man was in a few minutes earlier.
What? Simple Man, what does that say?
It says water.
I hope it doesn't say, nail cleaner polish.
I wouldn't put it past you.
If it says nail cleaner polish.
Ugh, and you hit it like it was nothing. Hey, I was looking for my Bon Jovi cut off jean jacket. I couldn't find it, dude.
Oh well, I've only put it on so I don't show the nips. You know what I mean?
Oh, you gotta put the bustier together a little bit, something, you know. Jeez.
You're the ladies. Simple Man says without Gilles Gano.
Yeah.
What? Okay, that makes it really simple. Thank you, Simple Man. I'm drinking this without Gilles Carpano. I'm pretty sure it's nail polish remover.
Ain't going wrong or not at all, are you?
Yes, it's Tirasapuro. Yes, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I know I asked the guy in the shop, I said, is this good? And he went, yes, it's good.
He's like, I'll take that paint remover and 2 of those, by the way. Yeah. While you're at it, hand me a hammer too.
Oh, I'll tell you what, there was a bottle, some cans with a big A on it. I don't know what it stood for. I picked these up. I thought, oh, they look all right. Looked at it, 7.4%. I'm thinking, that's a bit strong to be drinking in the afternoon, you know. So I tried it, you know, but they sent you to sleep too soon.
For scientific reasons, tried it out to see.
Just testing the waters, you know.
Yeah.
Electronic Scrapper and Simple Man would say it's hey, hello.
Made it this week. Couldn't make it last week. I was on my way home from.
Oh, hell, that guy's here. Crap. You ain't had no nasty beer until you had one of these right here, Ian.
What are they?
Cold Wind Blue.
They're like 8%. You hand about 4 of those down, you'd be staggering just a little bit, you know, maybe.
Well, this is bad enough. Can't Burnstormer Black. Burnstormer Black.
Playing brew for me.
Yeah.
7.5%. Now,
these are 8.1, and they'll do the job. Believe that.
So
they're disgusting, to be honest with you. But
I put that down somewhere and I forgot about it, so I opened another one. So now
I'll hold that one that you got open, and you can put the other one away.
He's opened them both.
Once you open them, they have to be drank. You can't leave them there.
No.
Oh yeah, he's got to drink them.
That's why you need a mini fridge out there. That way you can set it in the cooler and then pick it back up. It's cold as hell.
Woo. He has some room. He has some room for all the stuff he has. Never mind a mini fridge in there.
Yeah, you'll never figure out where it's at in the scrap pile, right? He's right.
Get everyday stores up there. She'll have it sorted out over a weekend.
I'm sorry, is that guy speaking English? I love you, Perkness. I'm just kidding, bud.
Hang on, you're saying that, Perkness. Have you seen the state of Earthshed?
Why is the conversation always leaning towards the
caravan? Trouble is, it's taken over her, so she's in the same situation as you now.
I was just going to say to Matthew, so now that you're picking up all this stuff every week, you have to pick up these things. How are you going to have to process them straight away every week? You can't store them anymore because you have no room in the shed.
No. I've given that some thought.
It'll be on the lawn on the side, on top of a, what do you call that? A tarp. And the wife will be like, man, you got to get rid of that stuff.
Hang on. If you all watched the last vid,
he disguised them as flowers.
Yes. She never.
Pretty smooth, wasn't it?
I'm going to be buggered when the season's over with and it's not flowering. I think the way it's going to happen, the way I see it happening, is if we get them on a Thursday, like I got 67 cylinders on Thursday, no problem. I can take them straight in on a Friday because I don't work Friday. So, wham, bam, turn them around straight in. And what happens if I get 40 on a Tuesday and I get another 40 on a Wednesday?
You'll have to borrow an extra Monday somewhere is what you're going to have to do, you know?
Well,
borrow an extra Monday somewhere.
Not really, Roll. the easiest way is you cut the top off them, and then you make them like Matryoshka dolls, Russian dolls. So you could put you have a big one, you can put a medium in it, and you can put a small one in it. And if you're lucky, you can get 4 into each one.
Right.
But the best scenario for me is I get them on a Thursday, I take them straight to the scrapyard on a Friday. If I get them during the week, I'm going to have to compact them.
Get creative.
Here, I'm going to interrupt this whole conversation for you guys to show you complete sexiness.
Yo.
Copper wire.
Just a little bit.
I made this. I made this a little earlier, you know. I made this a little earlier for myself, you know.
Don't sit on it.
It was almost a halo, but kind of fouled up a little bit, right?
You know, who needs gold chains? Who needs gold chains?
Right? You'd be surprised. You look like a complete, absolute Mac Daddy.
What's that one of those things to put on horse, horse collar?
Now you need a Clydesdale and you're good to go.
Bear in mind, I'm only an hobby. I work full time for a job. Whatever, scrapping's only hobbyist. Whatever comes my way.
Full time. You only work 4 days. You don't work Fridays. That's not full time.
Don't be hating because he makes more than you do and he works half the time. Calm down.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's all good, man. Shit.
But I work from home, so I don't have to leave the house. It's good.
I jack off longer than you work, bro. Calm down. It's all good, man. Shit.
Well, you know, the role I find as you get older, it takes longer.
And your hand cramps up, you know?
No, it takes longer till what? Takes longer to get it up.
Well,
where do we talk about?
Put it this way, I was in about 1984. I was speaking to this lady in Amsterdam. And then I said, like, how much? She said, for what? I said, till I finish. And she went, well, it's such a price. Tell her I got my money's worth, put it that way.
I didn't want to know about your Dutch escapades.
Oh, that was a long, long time ago. Long, 40 years ago.
Nearly.
There was a song about that.
10 years ago.
Just think she'll be a pensioner now.
And that year I became a teenager. And my 13th birthday that year.
What's that? It's crypto. We did not go out. We had a drink at mine. What was that? Has crypto had a birthday or something? I missed that. I'm sorry.
I
don't know. Must have been on a stream. I wasn't on them. I don't go on many lives these days. I've Sector mower, small engine guys.
You know, I was chatting to Simple Man while I was on holiday, but apparently it was like 500 miles away from where I was. So it was like
648, actually. Yeah, I would like to see you go over there, but it's 648 miles away.
Yeah, it was a good way off. You know, it would have been that would have been a good video. That meeting.
No, wait, were you on one of the islands or somewhere?
Well, it's on the mainland. I'm on what they call an archipelago.
Yeah, but I think Simple Man's he's in Athens, isn't he?
He's in Athens. I was way over.
What an excuse to visit Athens.
Dude, when's the last time you drove 600 miles, man? It takes a little bit of time.
I would walk 500 miles.
Yeah, no. For Americans, Canadians, Australians, 500 miles, nothing. It was. I arrived in Thessalonica Airport, which was only about 30 odd miles from the resort, and that took an hour and a half. The roads ain't just the same.
No.
Come over here and visit for a while. You think roads are bad over there? Just saying.
I think roads are bad over here.
So,
it's terrible.
which part are you in, Ro?
The Midwest of the United States, and the roads are horrible. And their cue on that is to fill in with like tar. You know what I'm saying? That completely works.
Is that what they call the panhandle?
No, the panhandle. There's different ways of pronouncing a panhandle, like the panhandle of Florida, the panhandle of California. That's the handle that intercedes. It intersects cities and local businesses. It would be the Midwest.
You're somewhere in Texas, aren't you?
I'm not in Texas, dude.
Oh,
where the fuck have you been at?
Well, I don't get on there. So I don't get as many lives these days.
No, it's like
a lot of subscriptions.
When people think of America, I know it's a big place. It's a small place when they show it on the map, and you go like, oh, New York, and then that far away is somewhere else. That far away is somewhere else. And yet that far away is an airplane ride away.
Yeah.
Yeah. You remember the little inchimeter we had on maps? You can go like this and go 1, 2, 3, 4 across the section. Those were 2,000 miles, by the way.
That's like time zone.
I know when my daughter went to Australia, and she said, I'm leaving Brisbane. I'm going to some place. It was a 7-hour plane ride.
It was
from here to there. It's like
from Brisbane to Perth or somewhere.
Someone like she did the whole of Australia. It was a fantastic trip.
Did she aim to visit every state at least once?
Good luck on that one. Good luck on that one.
Cruiser Max.
I'm 44 years old and I still ain't hit every state yet. Just saying.
I'm 63. London. I'm up northwest of England. London is about 240 miles away, something like that.
We'll say it's 200 for the sake of argument.
Okay. I've only been there 3 times in my life.
I think I've been to central London once.
Yeah.
And I can tell you what Prime Minister was.
You ever heard of those phantom channels that you just play stuff and never be there, and you borrow people's content? Yeah, it's kind of being like this with Irish. Where the hell did he go at?
I had a phone call.
You're lucky, dog. You're lucky we like you, man. We're running it. Ian's running it. Ian's in charge. You know that. Put me in charge, too.
Well, we're always back.
Sorry, guys. Had a phone call. Couldn't get away.
Less of bestiality, less of pediality. Let's bring it back to Irish's clean strain.
I'll have to look back now to see what you were saying.
He heard me say that. That's why he's here.
I was only saying I was trying this and that, but it was like flogging a dead horse.
I'm just seeing who came in. Unos Bro came in and Cruiser Max. So welcome in, guys.
Cruiser Max in.
We have Unos Bro on the other side.
E-Waste Mike's in the house.
E-Waste Mike.
Hi, Mike.
How's your finger, E-Waste Mike?
I watched E-Waste Mike's latest
Thank
video.
God that dude got 10 fucking fingers. Sorry about cussing. Because he hurts one of those a month. I love you, bro. You know that. But geez.
That was a nasty cut he gave himself the last
It was pretty cool and pretty nasty. That's what I should have said.
Yeah. That was a nasty one.
I cut myself on tonight's video as well.
Oh, hell. There we go. We already knew you did.
Some days I didn't even know I cut myself. I'm filming. I'm like, what's all this red stuff?
I'm waiting for that one video where there's some dribble going on. You're like, oh, crap. I guess I got a dent right there, too. I'm waiting for one of those.
Lately, one every other day. Yeah.
He knows I'm just messing with him. But
he was looking with the grinder that caught the T-shirt and didn't tear into his stomach. So he was.
Well, next time, the guard on.
When I was growing up, man, we used to run a running saw and cut wood. I lived in a trailer, modular home, a piece of shit trailer. Yeah. And I had jogging pants on. I laid that thing. We had the blade guard, the wire guard wired up right into the damn jogging pants. And not 10 minutes later, my brother did it on the other leg.
Whoa.
So Bet Family Services was right out there like, wait a minute, both y'all got cuts on different legs. What's going on here?
I'll tell you, what is worse than a grinding disc is a wire brush.
Oh, they suck. Don't hit your finger with that.
Those things grab and they just work the way up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love when I'm running a grinder and someone leaves a comment in the video, put gloves on. Yeah, because that's definitely going to help.
Listen, these things, they cut through gloves like they're not there. You know what I mean?
They yank on them gloves like they're your best friend. What's up, dude? Let's hang out.
Yeah, who we got in? Hey, Jackie's in. So, to be honest, I've not seen Lee for a long time.
It's been working away.
Yay! Hello, back.
Yeah, it's been working away on and off.
I'm just happy someone knew my name.
Mac, what are you drinking there?
Just bubbly, sparkling water.
Oh, lovely.
It's too hot out to start drinking beer right now.
Yeah.
Well, when it gets too hot, drink cider.
Yeah, I don't know. Not the cider. I find it too sweet. I never did like it.
One thing I have to say is we have finally turned Mike into a micro scrapper.
Yes.
Really?
Yes, I've noticed.
Yeah, we finally turned Mike into a micro scrapper. All
his
videos,
time for that.
all his last couple videos, he's breaking stuff down and he's separating stuff out. He's got time for it now.
Yeah, but Irish,
it's that
great cost. Look what he's doing to himself.
Hello, Raphael.
Hey, Raphael, welcome in.
Hey, Raphael.
There you go. Be expecting a nasty Facebook message here in a minute. Go F yourself. I don't like this crap. Blah, blah, blah. Anyways, Mike has joined the group of micro scrappers.
Yeah.
You've got to do, haven't you? You've got to do.
He's also the president.
Well, I was saying there earlier, with prices dropping a bit on stuff, people have to make decisions whether they hold on to stuff for longer and hope prices go back up a bit, or do they break it down to try and get better value from it, or like Ro, do they just get it in, break it down, and ship it off as quick as they can? You know, that's your decisions now you have to make. And everyone's different. Everyone has different priorities.
I mean, it's A, do you sit on 2,000 pounds of wire, or B, do you sell that and go get more?
Yeah.
There's no thought there.
Yeah, but Ro, you're a business. It's way different if you like myself. I've decided, the fire extinguishers I'm getting. Okay, so for every 66 fire extinguishers I get 15 kilogram of brass. I've decided I'm going to save up a ton of brass.
There you go. Well, that's not a bad idea, man.
Yeah, that'd be something interesting. Like, I was thinking about doing something like that, is similar, keeping my money from brass or thing and see how much I'd get in a year, because I have a full-time job, so I don't need to.
I'm trying to visualize how big a ton of brass is going to be, though.
Yeah, that'd be interesting now.
It's a whole Gaylord. I know exactly what one looks like. It's a whole Gaylord is a little bit over a ton.
Yeah, if I get 60, if I get 60 on a week, if I get 15 somebody do the math for me. If I get 15 kilogram a week, how long before I get a ton? Well, 10 weeks is 150 kilograms. Oh, it might be a little bit longer than what I think.
15 times 10, is that what you're saying? Someone do the math for you?
15 kilogram a week. How long before I get a ton? Well, 100.
15 multiplied by 52 weeks in the year is 780.
66 and 2/3.
Yeah,
so you're more than 12 months.
I heard a bleep in the basement. Give me a second. I'll see who's down there.
It's Ralph.
Just short of 18 months.
No, it's not.
It's a raffle. I mean,
no, it isn't. It isn't. Anyone else want to guess? I'll give you. I'll do like Raphael does. I'll give you the first letter of his name. J.
Jim.
J.
Hey, Darknest.
Raphael says, "Where am I going?"
Oh, Jimmy.
Hello. What's up?
Oh, Jimmy.
His name's.
Who got that right?
What's up, Jiminy? Awesome.
Parker's got Parky, you get that right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Parky got
All
it.
right.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
It's Jim Gibson.
Yeah, Scrappinari.
I got it wrong.
Comments in
Again?
the chat here.
What did you say?
Where
Ian
would
Matthews?
store a ton of brass? Okay, well, let's say I've got a pail of, a sack.
Yeah.
Each sack, well, I can carry 50 kilogram, no problem. So 50 kilogram in a sack or a bin. So that's 20 of those, isn't it? So,
As a matter of interest, Ian Matthews, what is brass per kg at the moment? What are you getting?
well, when I weighed in on Friday, she quoted me £3.50 a kilogram,
Okay.
which was a bit disappointing because I was used to getting,
$27 a pound. I think that's what that is.
So that means from every time you pick up them fire extinguishers, you're getting about 50 quid worth of brass.
You've not watched my video, have you?
I have watched your video, but I'm saying is at the current price. I told you what you were doing on your video already. I watched it yesterday at lunchtime, and I told you went to the thing and she'd give you a better price, and you got ran out of the scrapyard because you were taking up spaces.
Right. So then you
Like
cut
a
off. I got to all the math. Right. Okay. So for 67 fire extinguishers, and I did it deliberately, just weighed that lot in. I would have got £82, 84 pound. It would take £1.25 a cylinder, average, because some are smaller, some are bigger. The way I'm looking at it is, if this guy's going to give me 50, 60, 80 a week,
yeah,
I'll take it.
Yeah. How long did it take you exactly? Because to break them down, do you break them all down in one go, just keep at it, or do you do so many, go off and do something else and do so many another day, or do you just, when you start breaking them down, do you just keep going till every last one of them?
Yeah, I'm a bit
Anyway.
anal that way. If I've started a job, I've got to finish it. So it's like, no matter what time of the night it is, if I've got a pile there, I won't stop until I've finished it.
Hey, do you want a 1 million view video? I have an idea just for you on this. Grab yourself a pick, properly hit it, explode one. Bet you if you do that in slow mo, everybody's gonna be like, "Damn, check that out."
Wow! I was watching today on what do they call it?
Hey, Sharky.
Hey, Sharky.
A shark, a reel, a short thing.
Yeah.
3.5 million views, and he saw a fire extinguisher and he said, "Don't throw these away." So I had to watch it, and all he did was he let it off, then he threw it in the bin, and I'm like, "You wanker." 3.5 million views, and I thought, what I'm talking about.
Let me tell you what comes with those views as well, though. A lot of derogatory comments.
Shirk. Speaking of derogatory comments, Shirk. I'm not picking on you, pal. I was just saying.
There goes the fan.
What are you saying?
I was just saying that when it's business, you can't afford to play around. I can play around all day, make nothing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm not going to respond to it. I wasn't offended. I'm just, I don't want to cause offense to you. You know what I mean?
Well, Ian, you do it for mental therapy. They do it for money.
Yeah. Well, I get money from what I do.
Right, but you do it more for mental
And
therapy
he's
than
mental.
you.
No, but
do,
Ian,
but
the
no
only
breaking
the only
stuff down.
point that I was making there, Ian, was that what you said in your video was, when it's work, it's not fun. And so all I was trying to point out was that some of us actually enjoy what we do, so then work is fun.
Yeah, I can't agree with that. What is it Confucius said? Find a job you like and you'll never work a day in your life.
I thought he said exit only, but I wasn't sure about that.
There's no better joy in life than taking a hammer to something and smashing it. Come on.
Or making money out of something that's
Come on.
actually nothing. I mean, that's religious right there.
Jimmy, I shouldn't push my video on Scrapping Irish's live
No,
stream.
I have no problem. Just fire ahead. Go on.
But to epitomise, is that the word? Somebody say it for me. To epitomise,
Yeah.
said, watch tonight's video. I've tried all sorts to try to maximise my revenue from something. And the easiest way was to smash it bits.
What I like about Shark Scrapper's videos is if you're trying to make money, he shows you whether it's worth it for your time, count your hours in and stuff like that, which is perfect for the guy that's trying to make as much profit as quickly as possible. So that's good for them. Where when I'm doing something, it's not about the profit for me, it's about the process of doing it. And how can I get the most amount of gold out of these items I'm breaking down? It's not the most amount of money; it's the most amount of gold. And I might get a gram of gold out of something, but it might have cost me a gram of gold is worth what at the moment? $50. So it might have cost me $100 to get that $50. But it's about the process of doing it for me. You know.
Here's the thing with time and money: you don't get your time back, and hopefully you get enough money. You know, because your time is very valuable. We're not going to live forever. You know what I mean? It doesn't happen that way.
Again, if you when I work my 10-hour days at work, when I come home, any scrap I do 10 hours, yes, and any work. And when I come home from work, then any scrapping I do, I don't count that as work because them hours are my own hours that I'm doing. So I don't count them as wasted hours or non-profit hours for me because I've made my money in my 10 hours before that.
Shit, dude, you lost me at 2 hours over work. I'm like, it's 2 hours.
I'm afraid for working for the man, I do 10 hours.
Hey, 10-hour days are all right, man. You know, especially if you're getting paid overtime, or or short, or you have a short week. You know,
man, I have myself 20 hours just to work
for the last 3 weeks, Jimmy. I worked 6 days, 10-hour days.
Wow,
60 hours. Good
60-hour weeks.
Fuck yeah.
Those are like Topo statuses.
Hey, I'm putting in 10 hours a day, and this is all I'm getting paid.
M&M's.
Hey, if you're in Texas, you'd have got 2 oranges and a soda.
But no, that's why the scrapping is a hobby for me, and it's not about what money I'm going to make out of the scrapping. I'll make some money as I'm going along, but that is only put back into either buying more chemicals or buying other stuff that I'll use later on. And I don't sell my gold ever, so at the end of it, I'll have a certain amount of gold. By the time I retire, I should still have that gold. So hopefully gold value by then will have gone up, and that will go towards my retirement fund.
Hey, did you watch Shri Tip's video today on the computer?
No, I seen it on the platinum, is it? Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. I've been in this to watch it.
It was decent. It was decent.
Yeah.
Yeah. The way I look at it, scrapping is a hobby. You know, the money I make, I put it one side. When I retire, I intend to go into machining, be a machinist. I've got my lathe, I've got my milling machine. Those things are going to take money. They're going to take, milling cutters, lathe bits, etc. The way I look at it, the money I'm making now, I'm putting away to spend in a later time to enjoy myself.
If you ever clear that shed out enough to actually use it as a workshop.
Jimmy.
I get this off my missus every single day. And the way I see it is, look, all the scrap I get, because I don't go out looking for it, I'm not like Scrap Kingdom. I don't go out driving round. I'm not like Shark Scrapper, go out driving round. Comes through work or contacts through work.
Mm-hmm. So and you still pick up stuff while you're driving around.
Yeah, so once I finish work, all that will cease coming in. And there'll be more going out than what's coming in.
Yeah, I believe you.
Believe it when you see it.
You can't drive by. You can't drive by a skiff without looking in it.
Jimmy's right.
Oh,
Well,
when I,
you say that to us with a straight
First
face.
to
Come
drive
on, help
by a
yourself.
skip without looking into it.
when I was on holiday, the wife said, "You are not on. You're on holiday. Don't look at a skip. Don't look at any scrap."
I'm waiting for the day she puts you on payroll, dude.
Oh, I was walking along. There was televisions, there were fridges. There was all sorts at the side of the road. I thought, should I film this? She said, "Don't you dare."
The hardest thing is being on vacation and seeing an air conditioner laying on the side of the road. You're like, damn it.
Surprised you didn't cut the cord off the TV. That'll fit in the suitcase on the way home.
The mini fridge. Put it off the mini fridge in the hotel room.
Yeah, it's
Fucking
a good
Dan.
thing
My,
you didn't
my,
make
my,
it
my
single
boss
man
is a
shop.
slave driver. That's hilarious.
Hey, Dan, I seen Dan's wife was in the hospital. She fell off her little electric bike. I haven't watched today's video yet, Dan, so I don't know.
Fell off.
I hope she's okay.
Oh yeah, to
Hell
get
of a
back to the
birthday prize,
grinder.
That's all I know.
Anybody remember? I lost a whole chunk of hair to one of them wire grinders. Oh yeah.
What's that? Electronic scrapper. Oh, he's only about by 9 inch.
Jimmy, I wish
Okay,
you'd
not
make
a
some more of those
grinder.
garage videos that you used to do, man. I love
Oh
watching
man,
that stuff.
I tell you, I'll get back into it, man. I'll get back.
Yeah,
into
those
it.
are hilarious. I don't care what anybody says.
I know, yeah. I like any videos where people are either breaking stuff down or like Jimmy making something or fixing his motorbike or his stuff like that. I like them videos, you know.
I love making them. I love making them, but my camera's shit, and you know, I've got a lot of other stuff going on right now, you know. So,
Dude, I'll send you a badass camera if you want one, man.
any camera would be good. The one I got's a piece of crap.
I'll message you when we're done.
Oh, I should say, up in Irish. There's a channel I watch, and it's called Jeremy Makes Things. Okay, and it looks like he's found them in a river. He gets rusted chunks of steel, and he makes amazing things out of them. And it's like, how can you see that in that?
Yeah. Well, it's the same as Brutus Metal Arts. He gets a bit of metal and you hear, and then he makes something out of it at the end. And you go, how did he visualize that? And he knew that.
He got feathers out of spoons, man. Come on.
That's artistry right there.
But I don't have that gift that I can see something and go, oh, I can turn that into such and such a thing. And the certain people will see this and they go, oh, I can turn that into whatever. And they just have that gift that they can do that.
But
I have that gift. That's going straight to the damn 10 tread.
And yet, when I see somebody make something like that, I think I can copy that.
No
way, saving everything and anything, any spoon, any bit of rotten iron, and I'm thinking I can make scale, I can make this, I can make that. And I never will.
That's what happened to that shed, dude.
Yeah.
Yep.
About 3,000 projects sitting off to the side, don't you?
Yeah. You should see them. I have a bucket of just odd shaped metal, like freaking this, that, the other thing. I was like, I'm just dumping the whole thing because I'm not a metal sculptor, man. You know?
Yeah.
I saved it to play with it, but just ain't happening.
Ian Matthews was what was it again? He was the formerly scrapper Ian Matthews, which was the artist formerly known as Ian Matthews.
The artist formerly known as Ian Matthews.
Yeah, that was it. The artist formerly known as Ian Matthews.
Yeah, well, all of your Ian Matthews, please stand up.
What happened there?
Yeah, he'd given up scrapping and he was going to become an artist, but I've noticed he's gone back to scrapping and the artist.
That was like 2,000 times ago.
Whenever I see scrap laying on the side of the road, I think to myself, I bet you Ian could make something really cool out of that. I'm just going to the shred pile, but
went down to City Hall and I seen all those extinguishers. I'm like, damn, Ian would kill for these.
Oh my God! I was on holiday. I was walking down the stairs. And I thought, fire extinguisher. Can I get that in the suitcase?
I see it's not in the green no more. Can I hold on to that for you?
Well, the fire extinguishers. That's going to be a commitment. This guy charges his customers to get rid of them. and he gives them to me for free. So he's on a winner. I'm on a winner.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like
till his customers see your video.
We got to change Ian from the damn hammer guy to the damn fire extinguisher guy. That's going to be a hard process right there, dude.
I'm surprised you haven't found something you can make out of them fire extinguishers. You know, like how you use the gas bottles to make the little burners. I'm surprised you haven't come up with some sort of thing you can use the gas bottles for.
Short answer there is yes. And there's hundreds of comments. Make a sausage dog, make wind chimes, make this. It's like they're coming so thick and fast. It's like, I can put that off. You know, I can put it off. The only thing there is, will they always come? You know?
Yeah. See, if you had that's the worst of living in built-up areas like where you live and where I live, and that is you don't have space to store anything because you've only a certain amount of space inside your walls, and the neighbours will be giving out if they looked out the back garden and seen a field.
You've always got behind the bins.
Hey,
flowers.
If you make pretty,
you could stack it anywhere you want it.
if you make pretty out of that, I'm sure the missus will allow a little bit of around the house.
Oh, good God. Yesterday when I was going to the scrapyard, right? So they're stacked. You saw the picture. They're all stacked behind the bins. Well, I moved the bin, didn't they? They all went boom. It was a noise. It was like the end of it. It was like Armageddon.
Uh-huh.
It was like the noise was unbelievable. Everybody come out and having a look. I'm stood there like.
You ever notice when you hear noises like that, the first thing you do is look at your feet, see if you still got your toes left? That's the first thing I do. I look down like, oh shit, thank God.
Certainly.
Do you hear that? Look at him. Look at this. Look at it. Look what he's writing down. What is micro scrapping? We all have turned. We've seen your videos, E-Waste Mike. You are now official micro scrapper.
Says the guy that pulls off all the gold corner BGAs.
You're a micro scrapper.
There's no more micro than that.
You know he drags a little copper out here and there. Come on.
Electronic scrapper saying he likes me wood burners. Thank you very much. You know,
he did like 156 in copper. He did good.
Did that guy ever pick up the wood burner, Ian?
I've got. To be honest, I'm a bit sus about this guy. You know, I made two, advertised them. He come on to me and said, like, they're £100 each. And he said, like, what would you take for both of them? You take 90. And I went, yeah. And I sold two at 90. And he bought another two at 90. And then he bought another two at 90.
So he's obviously selling them on.
Well, yeah, so I know he's ordered another two at 90. And I'm thinking, let's think of the maths here. He's selling them at 120 quid each. So he's making 30 every time he buys. He's making 60.
He's like, I can't wait to go visit this guy.
Yeah.
He's making
me money
every time he buys two.
But you're still making 90 every time you sell yours.
Yeah, and he's reaching a market I can't reach.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So you've got to think to yourself, he's making 60 quid and I'm making, I'm wondering it. I'll tell you what, I'll carry on selling to him at £90.
Yeah, and then don't forget, if he's any issues, the customer comes back to him giving out about something.
Correct. You know, so, you know, my materials are free. I only have to pay for the electric. So, yeah, don't be greedy. Let's have high volume, low margin.
See that there now. There's one thing I want to ask.
High margin.
I want to ask. What's said there? Gold corner BJ's paid $170 a pound. That is
because you get $278 out of a pound of minimum.
Well, that's like 170 quid a pound. Like I wouldn't turn my nose up at that.
Have you ever weighed them and seen how many it took to?
Yeah, how many to a pound though? That's the key.
Yeah.
But the equivalence of him getting all that e-waste all the time, it wouldn't take long to add up. You know?
Yeah, but I presume you can't put the metal capped ones in them ones. They have to be separated out again.
Hey, that fool made me proud when he did that 165 pounds or whatever copper. I was like, yeah, good job, buddy. With a bent finger.
Yeah. Hey, Cruiser, have you finished all your lights?
No, I still got about 12 or 14 to disassemble.
Okay.
The last post was 14, I think.
Yeah.
Well, how do you feel like when you get a challenge like that? I mean, I get 80 fire extinguishers, and you think, oh my God, but you go at it. How do you feel when you've actually finished the last one?
Really good.
He'll let you know in about 14 more.
Yeah. Nah, the worst is over though.
When you finish something like that, when I got all that e-waste and I went through it all, I'm here thinking now, geez, I'd like to have another couple of pallets of that straight away to get into again.
Oh yeah, always.
That's exactly what I go through. It's like, okay, I got that one done. Now what?
Yeah.
But you think in there, there was 104, 106 of them. That's like a huge pile. So that's not possible, but that doesn't compute in my head. It's possible.
Yeah. But once you go with the last one finished, I guarantee you'll be saying, I wonder would they have any more? Would anyone know where I get more?
Well, actually, they do have some more. The next phase, they're going to take down some more.
There you go. See?
That's it. I'm going to Canada this weekend.
It's like, no, I don't want them. And then it's like, yeah, how many more have you got?
Yeah. Yeah, I got another. The last, I've got 3 to do at home, and the rest I've got stashed at work there. So it came up on Friday, though. Where did these things come from? And,
how many mix did you get out of that bundle?
What's that?
How much mixed copper aluminum did you get out of that bundle?
The transformers?
Yeah.
I'd say they're about 90% all copper. There's very few that are aluminum copper.
That's good. That's 5.7 pounds per.
Yeah.
That's
so
pretty
even
good.
The half and half ones are still a little over 4 pounds of copper.
Oh, even the half and half, you're still getting like what, 75 cents a pound on aluminum?
No, it's here we're down to 40-ish.
Oh crap!
The worst thing about yourself, Cruiser Mac, is it's a mile and a half to my scrapyard. It's not that for you, is it?
Well, no, I like all the aluminum housings in the shroud. I've been taking them. We have a local scrapyard. That little one I go to is on my way to work there. They just don't pay very much, is all. But there's so much material, I just take it there.
How come it's always the closest scrapyard that pays the least amount?
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
If you're not in a city or industrial area, they're not.
Yeah,
if
you're out I've got out in the sticks there. But even so, like just taking in those housings and a few shrouds, I'm already up $300 just off that stuff. So.
So, Cruiser, I did.
The old Anvil yard, it's a mile and a half from me. Now, they pay they pay the top prices going on non-ferrous, right? But on iron, nah. You can take plate and girder in, and you still only get garage scrap.
Yeah, that's like where Phil, our Canadian treasure hunter, where his yard is. It takes like I'd say 15 minutes to get to the scrapyard, and that's the best scrapyard in the whole province. So he's laughing.
Yeah, he's right there by it, Phil.
I'm not going to mention any names, but I was talking to the yard owner, and there's a guy there that goes there regular, day after day after day, and he gets paid whatever. And he folds him up and says, "Hey, I picked up a load of plate and girder. What are you going to give me?" And let's say it's $175 a ton for garage scrap, because basically that's all they do. They do light iron and garage scrap. And they have a separate one for brake discs. And he went, "Well, we're just going to give you garage scrap." Oh, he said, "I can get better elsewhere." And he went elsewhere. Now, the yard owner was saying to me, "I'm a bit miffed at this. Every time he comes in with washing machines, etc., I'm giving him garage scrap. When he gets some good stuff, he goes elsewhere with it."
Yeah.
And he was a little bit miffed about it. So it's like I take whatever I get there. he gives me whatever he gets, you know.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's you know, rough with the smooth sometimes.
Yeah, well, again, you see, you're doing it as a hobby, and whatever bit of extra cash you make from, where he's doing it maybe as his sole business. So he's always going to be looking for the best price he can get on. If he picks something up good, and he knows it's more valuable, and you can't blame him for wanting to get more money out of it, you know.
Yeah, but he might have got more money if he was a regular customer bringing all his stuff there, you know.
Well, you don't take your best horse to a speedy racetrack.
Right, we've seen Ian get a little special treatment over there at the old Iron Yard.
Yeah.
You know?
I have indeed. You know?
That's because the young lady at the counter is sweet on him.
Well,
Isn't she a love, Ellie?
Yeah, she's a nice person there.
Right back.
I like the part. She's always happy every time you go in there.
I like the dance. That was his name, Ian, as well. Yeah, doing that dance.
Yeah, that was. Hey, everybody at that place is called Ian. Is there anybody that's not called Ian other than Ellie?
Everyone's called Ian in that yard. It's quite amusing. Big Ian, old Ian.
So the scrapyard that's a half mile away from me, I don't know if it's by accident or by design, but their price is always just a couple cents a pound lower for shred than the scrapyard that's up in Jacksonville that pays better. But when you do the math on the fuel that it costs to drive up there, it's a break even. So even though it feels better to get paid more,
You're
I've had to
expensive
spend the
more.
gas to go there.
plus time, you know.
Yeah, plus the time.
Well, funny enough, you know, Scrapping Harry, the last time I was at the yard, you know, motors, fridge pots, etc.
Mm-hmm.
They actually approached me and said, "Would you consider buying a ton at a time off us?
Breaking them down.
Yeah, let's say at £500 a ton. Let's say they pay £400 a ton. I buy them off at £500 a ton, convert it all, sell it back to them.
Yeah.
Now, fridge pots, you know, some are aluminium motors. What they've said is, if they're aluminium, we'll take them back as motors. I'm thinking, oh, that's quite a good deal, that actually.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes, but how much does divorce cost over there?
He'd need another shed though.
Cool.
Yeah.
how much does
Divorce cost over
Yeah.
there.
Probably not cheap.
Also, no one said it's cheaper to keep her.
Yeah, usually is.
thing is, you know, when you've got to work in how do you open them? Well, you open them with a grinding disc. All my cutting discs are free. So I'm thinking, actually, you know,
Yeah.
this is not a bad deal. But I have to buy a ton at a time.
Where are you going to store a ton?
Yeah.
In here.
Right.
And all that space that he has.
Four trips with the little car.
Yeah. I get a trailer.
Well, would they? Do they not have a van? Could they not drop them to you? Would that?
Well,
you get it.
then they'd be charging me for delivery. You know, they don't put it out.
Well, you could put that in part of the deal. Say, yeah, I'll buy the ton, but you have to drop it to me.
Well, we'll see. I think that's a winter thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, don't buy another trailer though. You go there often enough, just grab some every time you show up.
Well, I reckon I could get 400 kilogram in my car. That 400. I drive an estate car. Okay, that's designed to carry 4 people. 4 people, 100 kilogram each. You know, big people, 4 big people.
Yeah.
I'm about 130 kilograms, so you know, maybe 4 extra large people.
Right, but you got to keep it all in the back because the missus would freak if you get the front seat all dirty.
So I don't know, Ian. I'm sitting here. I'm thinking to myself, okay, I've put over 1,000 pounds of computers in the back of the shark cage before, and that takes up a lot of space, but yours is going to be heavier, so you won't take up as much volume. But a ton is still a ton. You're going to be shaving off the bottom of your gas tank on the way home or something.
I think you're talking about. Do you have IBCs over there?
Yeah.
Right. It's basically an IBC full, isn't it? A cubic square meter.
Probably, yeah.
Anyway, I'm toying with the idea. But
I could already. I know the answer to this already. You've already in your head. You've bought them already.
No, in my head, I've said no. I've said no.
I don't believe.
Yeah, because where you got to put the other shed that you need to process?
I don't know,
it all?
Ian.
Come on.
Well,
You know you're going to do it.
right? You buy a ton.
I'm going to be getting 200 fire extinguishers a week. Then I'm going to be getting a ton of fridge pots. No.
Uh-huh.
I'd have to be.
You need to rent a space, Ian.
Hey,
Is there any spaces to rent? Like a little commercial space?
rent.
You're gonna pay for nothing.
Ian, wait a minute. Who the hell do you think you're talking to, Cruiser? Ian, pay rent?
Wash your mouth out, pal.
Yeah, you need to set up like Shark's Cut there. Rent yourself a little bay there. And
Listen,
fill it with motors and fire extinguishers.
I already mow somebody's lawn for the use of their.
Secret
Yeah,
location.
I'd go for that deal. That's a good deal.
The sacred location.
Yeah, I've got to drive at least 10 miles to go and.
You did some good work, freaking securing that there garage too, man. You know, digging out all the crap you had to dig out of there to be able to use it.
It's a bit like here. I don't worry about theft. Something comes here.
That's green screen.
I'll find them buried in the morning.
Yeah.
Yes, it's on the base.
Don't worry, Ian, it's not a first nip slip.
Actually, in Ian's case, he welcomes them.
Hey, it's a good job solar assistant then should be getting in the cold shower after that.
Yeah.
Ian will come in and everything will be laying out on the deck, and a couple days later he'll be like, something smells funny in here, and then 2 weeks later he might find the body.
Yeah, find a boot sticking up under, thinking, when did that lot fall down? Yeah.
It's when you retire, Ian, I can just see that shed getting an extension built onto it.
I keep telling him he should just buy a shipping container and put it on top.
No. Come on. All right. 3 years time. 3 years. Not a lot. 3 years time. We'll be on here. You will see a machinist shop. Empty.
Oh.
Can we all
Empty.
All right.
Be a
We're holding
lathe
you to it.
milling machine.
I better write this down.
Yep. We're holding you to it, man.
24th of July, 2022.
I think I'm going to change the title on this video is that Ian Matthew has confirmed in 3 years' time he will no longer be a scrapper.
I will be a metal artist.
I'm going to write that down. I'll send you another
You're
micrometer in 3 years.
You're already a kind of artist.
Con artist.
Hang on. Who's calling me a cheapskate?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're right.
They're implying it.
You're right, but who's calling you that?
Oh,
Just
God.
implying you are.
I had a phone call this week. That dates me, doesn't it? Phone call. It's like that now, isn't it? I had a phone call. No, I had a phone call. Could I speak to Mr. Such a Body, please? Very professional. I'm like, no, you've got through to me. Well, it's very professional. And could I speak? It's such and such a body on behalf of such and such a body. I said, what do you want? Are you selling? Are you buying? They went, oh, I need to speak to the director. Do you have the permission to speak on behalf of the director? I said, look, to speak to the director, you've got to get past me. I said, now, there's only 2 people in the world as far as I'm concerned. There's me, and there's people who want to take money off me. I said, so which are you?
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. We get plenty of them calls at work too, and straight away you can tell. I'd like to speak to the owner. So there's, you know, they don't know who the owner is for a start, and then they're just looked up a company and they go, "Oh yeah, we might be able to sell something to them."
I'm like, what are you selling? Telephones, gas, electric? No, I need to speak to the director, please. I said, you can't speak to the director until you get past me. I said, and I'm not interested.
I had the guy phone me from India once like that. And I said, hey, that sounds really good, but I have to talk to your boss. Can you get him to phone me and then that will get this finalized? So I hung up 5 minutes later. The guy phones me, right? Oh, this is so-and-so. I was told by my associate to phone you. And I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, pal. I never talked to anybody. Yes, you talked to so-and-so.
Yet, I'm going to say something. I took a phone call, and it worked out. It was the top boss, really high up of our customer. You know, and he got me. Now, I'm known. You might realise this. I'm known for being blunt and saying it as it is. So. He phones me, tells me who he is. Can I speak to somebody about this problem? I said, you can speak to me, but you might not like what I'm going to say. No, I'm speaking to the way up here, you know, from here, way up here guy. He said, okay, tell me how it is. So I told him. I said, now, the problem is, all the people above me won't say this. My boss was walking past at the time. He went, oh. Because he knows who I am. And he went upstairs. He came down afterwards. He says, well, you've either lost us our entire business or you've won it. So it works out. This guy, right up, loved it. He loved somebody telling him the truth. Cutting through all the bullshit and just saying to him, this is it, this is the problem, it's your end and this guy. You know, everybody else going, oh, we don't lay blame here, we don't lay blame there. And I'm going, oh, it's this guy, he's the problem. And I tell you what, we've gone on so much further because of that. You know, he phones up now and says, yeah, can I speak to Ian?
Did you get him to subscribe to your channel when you're on the phone to him?
I didn't mention it.
Yeah, ask him what he does with his scrap.
Yeah, but it's no, it's amazing. People are cosseted by other people. They don't get to hear the truth, you know. And,
yeah, a lot of times though they don't want to hear the truth either, though.
No, they don't like to hear bad news or anything.
Yeah. Well, eventually, when you get to the top, when you get so high, the phone in somebody is saying, "What is the problem?" And then somebody turns around and says, "Oh, this is the problem." They're like, "Oh, thank you very much." You know, my boss was like, honestly, boss walked past me like this. Oh, fucking hell! He could not have phoned the worst person in the country, in the company. You know, but my philosophy is to be honest. You know,
tell the truth. There's less to remember.
Yeah, you know, you're going to tell lies. You have to be a very good.
Yeah, you've got a good memory to tell porkies.
Good memory. So you know, I tend not. I tend to tell.
This is generally the best policy.
I'm just not, I don't have the memory that I used to, so I can't lie anymore.
Yeah.
So apparently we're quite on good terms now with this company, you know.
As long as you're still working there.
They couldn't do without me. I'll be quiet.
I always say this, any company can do without anyone. At the end of the day, everyone is just a number in a company, and when you become a number that's an expense that they don't need, then you're no longer useful.
The other thing about lies is you know when you tell them so much, you start believing them.
I agree with you there. You know, the problem is when you know more than anyone else knows. Everybody just goes, "Oh, that's Ian's job." Well, that's Ian's job. That's Ian's job. Ian does that, and when you're not there, who did he get this off?
Never make yourself indispensable. You can never go on vacation.
Yeah, that's the problem. You see, and I used to know most more than most people, but I forgot most of it. So
I've never been there. I've never been in there.
I try to do the opposite. Pretend you don't know stuff, then you won't have to do extra work.
yeah.
You know? Oh, I don't know anything about that machine. No, don't know anything about that.
But you
Raphael says, "What is a vacation?"
That's what you were planning to have until they discovered you had no passport, Raphael.
All right, 32 iSeries CPUs.
How many pounds?
These are functional CPUs, so
Okay.
these will get tested, and if they're functional, they're going to be, so like, I think this is $100 CPU here. I have to look them up right now.
Wow.
So that's the next step, is to look them up and see what their values are.
That's what it's like being in business. Here we are, all chatting, and he's like,
Yeah, making money. There's $100. There's $100. There's $100. He's just made probably a couple of grand there while we were talking absolute.
Yeah,
crores.
he's got rent to pay. He's got rent to pay, so
I might be able to afford some more M&Ms.
Hey, you won't be able to afford them if you're sending them to Ireland.
That's true.
It'd be cheaper to send the iSeries over. Ian, I spent a week with my way higher up in the corporation because I'm honest and call it how it is.
yeah, but it doesn't always work. You know,
No.
I mean, you know, sometimes the higher ups like yes men. It's when shit
So it makes them feel like they, oh yeah, I'm making good decisions because everyone's agreeing with me.
Yeah, when shit hits the fan, you know. I'll be honest. When shit hits the fan, they come up against people like me who say, "Well, I told you so."
I don't want to say I told you so, but I told you so.
Oh, well, I can't wait to tell you I told you so, but I did.
Company job. They never have companies or appear on any of mine projects.
Everyone is replaceable.
Everyone is replaceable. I've seen what loads of companies. I worked with a company. I worked with a company, and a guy was there, and he was around. Oh, this company had shut down. If I was gone, I wouldn't last. This company can't do without me. Blah blah blah. And unfortunately, he died. And within 3 days of him being buried, they had someone replaced his job. So there you go.
Hey,
Replaceable.
we've got a guy who's in charge of a machine. It's only him who knows about this machine, and he keeps singing and dancing about how irreplaceable it is. And I said, "If you die," he went, "Yeah, what's going to happen to the company?" I said, "I'll phone up the company that make that machine." I said, "Can you send up somebody to train someday?"
Yeah, they just no
There
one's
was
replacing
one
them.
example though that I've come across. There was a company that was making RAM test equipment, and the owner of the company was also their senior engineer. And he was one of these guys that wanted to control everything. So he never really trained the other couple of engineers that he had working there. He didn't tell any one of them everything. And so when he then died, there was nobody there that knew all the nuances of this equipment that they were making. And they tried like the devil to figure it out. But about a year later, the company was out of business.
Yeah, well, see, he was foolish Because if you're a proper company and you're a proper manager or you're a proper whatever, you make sure that you have plenty of people who know how to do everything, so that if someone does leave, someone can step in and it moves without a hitch. Where if you think, sometimes you will lose people because you'll train them so well and someone else will take them for their company or whatever. But that's the risk. But it's better to lose someone than end up losing your business over not training people properly, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but on the same token, if you're dead, do you really care?
Well, exactly. It's a common problem with small businesses, because you get the one or two people that started the business. They know all the ins and outs, and if they don't think about the end game, when they're gone, the company's dead.
Yeah, you have to have some kind of succession.
You have to have something lined up that if I die tomorrow morning, such and such one knows how to take over the company and run it. So simple.
Like Irish, my previous job. I know I'm at the same company. No, I'm not at the same company. I'm at
the same premises.
I'm at the same premises doing the same thing that I've done for the last 21 years. But every time I took a storeman on, I taught him his job, which was my job.
Yeah.
I then taught him my job.
Yeah.
All right. They were like, I don't need to know this. I said, if I'm not in, you will need to.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, oh, why are you teaching me how to do your job? I said, why? It's all about the company. It's not about me.
Well, it's also for you, because if you go away for a week, at least when you come back, you're not a big pile of work or a big pile of a mess up that you have to clean up, because the person that took over you knows how to do it.
To do my job, it may not. It'll take him a while about the new bonuses and all that lot. I said, but what happens if they get rid of you? I said, I'll retire.
Hey, US Mike, take it easy.
Yeah, anyways, Mike.
Mike.
It's 9:30. I better go as well. I'm still in the shed.
Well, I'll be finished in half an hour anyhow, so I always down for the 2 hours. So
Later, Mike.
If you need to go, Mr. Matthews, you are free to go.
I'll tell you what, it's been a pleasure meeting you all tonight, especially Jimmy.
Yeah.
What? Mac, I don't get to see you guys as often. Jimmy, every morning on his live stream, but it's like I'm getting ready to go to work. I can't come on.
So it means you got to go on earlier, Jimmy.
I don't know about that.
Hey, Jimmy does not earlier.
I've been trying to.
He's still going from the night before.
Go on and see Jimmy.
It has happened.
24 hours in here. Hey, hello.
Hey, Bill.
Come on, man.
Bill.
Come in, Bill.
Hey, Bill.
Hi, Bill.
Right, okay. I'm going to go and step off.
Take care.
Mr. Matthews, as always, and
have a nice Monday at work.
I'll be making contact with you when I'm heading over your way.
Well, come and empty that secret location.
Now we'll have a beer together anyhow. We'll have a beer.
Of whatever gold is, whatever gold is stuff that you want.
Okay, bring a suitcase.
It's all there. See you later. Good night, folks.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Take a backpack or something with the Irish. Don't go empty-handed.
I was going to say, I've been at a time when our boss was unavailable for quite a while, and at the time there was a bookkeeper and his daughter who ran the company. It wasn't the easiest time. Well, that's it too. You might do. That's another thing when you're working for a company for a long time, and you might be working with the same boss for whatever length of time. Next thing he retires, and maybe his son takes over, or his daughter. And all of a sudden, they want to change everything in the company, and it's no longer the same company to work for. It's like, it was fun working with whoever, but now it's whatever, and that can be a problem too.
I was working for this small company years ago, and then the owner went to jail for 6 months. So,
Okay.
so the bookkeeper and I had to keep it running while he was in jail. So then when he got out of jail, he came back, and the first day back, he was good, right? But after about 2 or 3 days, he started to revert to his former self. So figured, okay,
Time to get out of here.
I'm out of here.
Time to get out of here.
Yeah, I was working I got hired by a company. They were a small company. This was up in New England. They were a small company, maybe a dozen people. They got bought by one of the large defense companies. And I got hired to help those folks make that transition to this large company world and get out of the mindset of you show up whenever you want to show up, you work on whatever you want to work on. You know, the wife.
I go home an hour early.
Yeah, you know, this thing where the wife would ring a cowbell and she would have set up bakery goods in the break room that she had made that morning, you know, and so the company that bought them, they were trying to keep some of those traditions around, but it's like they're not going to pay for fresh baked goods every morning, and the wife wasn't going to do it anymore because the husband didn't own the company anymore, and so they started, you know, doing the packaged baked good stuff, and people were complaining about that, you know. And I'm sitting there going, guys, shut up or this is all going away.
You have no money coming in, guys.
Yeah.
You have no money. You get into a certain routine, and as I say, they might be working for some guy and they might have been able to go home at a certain time, and if they needed to pop out for 20 minutes or disappear, they were allowed to do it. But then when another crowd takes over and that all stops, it's like, hold on a minute, I was doing that. They're saying, well, hold on a minute, we're running a company here. We're not running a creche for kids.
Yeah, it's hard to adjust to something like that.
Yeah. So that can be hard for people as well. But
it was also funny. Some of the people that had been there for a long time with the private owner, and it was constantly, they're coming in my office. I can't stand this crap anymore. I'm leaving this company. I'm not putting up with this anymore. I'm like, okay, well, here's the form. Screw that. I'm just not going to show up tomorrow. They'd show up tomorrow. And you know what? They're still working there 10 years later.
Yeah, they just like to let off a bit of steam and think that they're doing something. But then when they go home, they think about it. They go, oh, I better go into work tomorrow.
Yeah, I still need that paycheck.
Yeah, I still need that paycheck. But any nice big storms in Florida? That was a nice one on your video.
Yeah, we had one earlier today, and it looks like we might get another one this afternoon again.
They go away pretty quick because on that video where you're done and the storm was there, and then all of a sudden I was watching the clouds and it started brightening up in the corner. I said, it's just gone in a couple of minutes, like.
Yeah, they blow through pretty quick.
Yeah. You know?
Shark, you'll have to hit the beach after the storm with your metal detector. Get some of that Spanish gold.
I'm not old enough to do that yet.
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm looking at buying one, so I think I am. So.
Yeah. Over here in Ireland, it's illegal to use a metal detector.
Yeah, well, that's because you got some really old stuff there. But.
Yeah, that's why, because there's some stuff going back thousands of years, and they don't want people just going in digging up sites everywhere and ruining things. So it's illegal to use a metal detector in Ireland unless you have a license from the Archaeological Society of blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Here in Florida, it's illegal to use a metal detector on the beach unless you're over 70 and you're wearing black knee-high socks with Birkenstocks.
Hey, JCT, welcome in.
Hey, JCT.
JCT.
But I think, don't you have to wear sandals and socks, not just the socks?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that's what the Birkenstocks are. They're a sandal.
Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah. Those are hippie sandals.
Yeah.
Hippie sandals. And you have to put them up to your knees, do you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That's all you've got to wear. You've just got to wear them. And they get you feeling decent exposure. You can't win.
You lay 2 ounce gold bar. Yeah, they would. Check. What's that? Laughing.
Yeah, I gotta get my melters fired up. I don't have any gold to melt, but I got lots of copper I could melt. So.
Yeah. Do you plan on melting copper and holding the bars, or do you just sell everything, Cruiser? Do you just sell all your copper, or do you keep it?
Right now, I just sell it, but I've got the crucible, the molds, and I built that forge and everything. So
yeah,
just got to get to it. I got to build some tongs though, but right now I got so much junk. I'm like an Ian there. I can't get at the stuff I need to make the tongs. So.
Yeah, because like I know Shark keeps a certain amount of copper aside as his little strategic fund sort of thing. And I was just wondering,
Jim.
you?
Yeah, I don't really bother.
Yeah.
What's up, Grass Cutter?
Yeah.
Actually, I was happy I sold everything I had this spring there because those prices had peaked then. So.
Yeah, you got good. Anyone that sold in the spring were making good money on it. It's dropped back a bit, but someone's saying it's going to start going up again, but I don't know if that's true or not.
Now,
Well, I know that little local yard where I've been taking that aluminum, and like it's really dead in there. Like I'll go in there, there may be one other person dropping something off. So I mean, you can always tell when they're slow. Everything's nice and neat and tidy, and it's tidy there right now.
That's how our yard always looks, nice and neat. There's no one ever in there. I don't think I've ever gone in that yard with someone in front of me. You know, like.
So I mean, I guess if the stuff stops coming in, that'll help to raise the price too. But
yeah, well, that's it. Yeah,
it takes a while.
If stuff isn't coming into the scrapyard, they'll have to pay a bit more to start getting stuff in.
Yeah.
Shark, how are you finding the prices at the moment? Are your scrapyard prices, are they? Has it affected what you're bringing into yards and what you're keeping, or are you still moving everything through?
So I'm kind of paying attention a little bit on the things that could be some higher value that don't take up as much space, but I still have to keep enough moving through that I can at least break even each month on the expenses.
Yeah, because I would say, especially like we say gold, would gold have dropped back a bit, and then what that means that board sorts aren't offering as good price, but some of them small, we say the CPUs or stuff like that, you can afford to maybe collect them up because they don't take an awful lot of space, and hope that gold prices go back up a bit.
Yeah, and the other reality is I'm bringing in so much stuff that I can't really just stockpile a whole lot of stuff. So the smaller things that don't take up as much space, yeah, I'll hang on to those. But other stuff I'll go ahead and sell. And it's funny too, because we got really spoiled with high prices. When you think about it, these prices that have come down
are still higher than the war.
Yeah, higher than they were when I first got into this business.
Yeah. Yeah, but expenses have gone up a lot as well since then. Like we say, fuel has gone up, and other energy like your electricity and all that has gone up. So that kind of is also a problem,
Yeah, I mean, it's all in balance, but I'm not. I don't know. I just keep moving. Most of my stuff just keeps moving, and then I stash away 10-20% and let it accumulate.
So how big is your space there, Shark? How many square feet is that unit?
About 1,800 square feet.
Oh yeah, that's a nice size then. Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got room to stockpile there.
Yeah, as long as it's not huge, bulky stuff like the shred. I just got to get the shred out of the way.
Yeah.
So, and it's really frustrating because computer shells really don't weigh a whole lot for the most part. So I'll take in a truckload of shells and it's 250 pounds.
Yeah.
It's like,
you need to get a crushing machine for yourself. And
flatten them out. Yeah.
Yeah.
A big car crusher parked outside for crushing them.
Well, and that's where that yard that's only a half mile away is very convenient.
Yeah.
Because I load up the truck, take a load in, and I'm back, and I haven't even lost an hour of the day, and it's done, and I'm back to work on stuff. I do need some. I've got some fans, but I don't have any AC, and that's painful sometimes.
Tell me this, Shark Scrapper, where has all the Ubiquitous wire shelving gone to?
The wire.
That there's none of that wire. I don't see as much wire shelving being picked up by you.
Oh, the Ubiquitous wire shelving.
Where's all that?
Yes. I think that somebody has decided to pick up on the game or something. I don't know.
every video there was like tons of it coming on. It's just like gone. No one's throwing it out anymore.
But here's the frustrating thing: when I go to the scrapyard, I see a lot of it in the pile.
Oh.
So I think
somebody was watching.
Yeah,
someone is beating them to it.
I know for a fact that there are at least 2 new scrappers in the area from my channel, because I've seen them at the scrapyard, and they've come over and they've said hello, and they've said, you know, man, I love your channel. You got me into this. And I'm sitting there going, oh, great.
YouTube is a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Victim of your own success.
Yeah, victim of your own success. You have to tell them, okay, that's great. Now you have to become paid members of my channel to make up for all the stuff you're robbing off me.
You have to become premium viewers.
Yeah, because you're robbing my scrap, so you're going to have to reimburse me another way. You know. So Jimmy, how are things with you anyhow, Jimmy? How are you keeping?
Huh?
Pardon me?
I was saying, Jimmy, how are you keeping? How are things with you?
Me? Well, you know, things are happening. I'm moving to Connecticut instead of North Dakota, but you know, temporarily anyways. Yeah. I made my first trip there yesterday with the trailer. So you can I've been pretty busy.
Going for good, or is it just a temporary thing, did you say?
It's a temporary thing until we can, you know, get out to North Dakota where we want to be, but
okay.
Oh dang, I thought that was happening early. I guess I gotta go. Sorry.
Okay.
I had a previous engagement that I thought was for 6 o'clock, but apparently it's for 5 o'clock.
Hey, that is a problem.
Right,
Jimmy. It's always good to catch up with you, and
Take care.
And, enjoy your venture going further away.
Oh yeah, things are gonna change without a doubt.
Okay.
But hopefully I'll be putting out more content and all. Thanks for having me up, man.
No problem, Jimmy. Take it easy.
Jimmy, we'll catch on you live.
Actually, though, I have been to North Dakota, and when they say the Badlands, they're not exaggerating.
Well, I have everyone still in the channel. Well, not everyone, but still 20 or 17 or whatever most people watching. If you could all do me a favor, if you are subscribed to Pop Scrap, he managed to get his 1,000 subscribers, but now he's trying to get his watch hours up. So if you could watch his channel, I would appreciate that. If you're a subscriber to his channel, so his channel name is Pop Scrap, and I told him I'd give a shout out just to, if anyone can give him some watch time, because he's just trying to get his watch time hours up. So if you can put his playlist on, if you're at work, you can put his playlist on, or over during the night when you're asleep, even if you want to put on his playlist and let his playlist play, so you can get some watch time hours. Because again, it's nice when you reach your first 1,000 subscribers, and then it's nice when, even though you don't make much money out of YouTube, it's always nice to be monetized. So if you can help him out, I'd appreciate that.
Hey, speaking of monetization, I don't know how many of you have picked up on this change with YouTube, but now if you are in the partner program, so if you have your 1,000 subscribers and your 4,000 watch hours and you've been accepted into the partner program, you can put your merch shelf on your channel. It used to be you had to have 10,000 subscribers before you could do that, but now you can do it at 1,000.
And do do what's called take a cut if you sell any merch? Do YouTube look for a cut out of it, or what's the story?
I don't think so, because in my case, I just linked my Spreadshirt merch shelf over to the channel. So if you go to my channel now, you should see a tab that says shop, and then there you'll see my Spreadshirt shop.
No, that's cool. Was that a recent development?
I don't know if YouTube's got a deal going with Spreadshirt where they're getting a cut on that, or what's happening there. But you may notice when you're watching videos for people that underneath of the video, you may start to see their merch shops being displayed underneath of there as well.
Well, I'll have to start making copper bars and selling them on that.
There you go.
Yeah, like E-Waste and Ben used to do. He used to make a lot more than scrap value on the copper too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had some fun, and I designed a couple of new T-shirts.
Hey, Johnny.
So there's one of them that says, "You can have my hammer when you pry it from my cold dead hand," and it's got 2 crossed hammers on it. And the other one is the same kind of theme, but it says, "You can have my drill when you pry it from my cold, dead hand." And it's got a hand holding a drill. I was gonna. I have to talk to Ian and see if I give him a cut, if he'll let me use Omer.
Omer, yeah.
Uma. Yeah, you use the word Uma. You could have my Uma. But yeah, so if anyone can help, I put Pop Scrap's link in there. If anyone can help out with some watch time from get him monetized if we can. Help him out because he's on I think he's on 1,040 subscribers now, so it's just to get his watch time up. But that's the hardest bit. The only way I've said the only way really to get your watch time up quick is by doing lives.
Yeah,
That's the only way. Other than that, it takes a long time to do it on video watches, unless people play your playlist over and over and over to get you there. So that's the only way I think that'll help him out, because I don't think he has the time to do lives at the moment and stuff like that, because he's got kids and that takes up a lot of time. And
I think he's a chef or something, isn't he? That's his day job.
Yeah, he's a chef. Yeah, so he's
That's a lot of work.
That's a lot of work. Like, so he'd be working long hours with that as well.
Yeah, he'd be the first guy in and the last guy out.
Yeah. Well, he won't be the last guy out. The buck washing the pots will be the last guy out.
I used to be a dishwasher at a restaurant when I was a young kid, and yeah, I was the last guy out.
Yeah, the
manager would
be the last guy out.
The manager would be waiting for me to get done so he could lock the place up.
Yeah, but some of these really big chefs, they do the least amount of hours now because they have the guys in ahead of them doing the prep work for them, and then they have the guys afterwards doing the cleanup. So they're just there for the actual cooking time, and that's it. The rest of all the prep work is set up for them now, and they were one time. A lot of these restaurants didn't have prep chefs and didn't have all these other type of chefs, so you had to do all the work yourself. Now a lot of the big restaurants have your prep chefs and your sous chefs and your dessert chefs and your whatever chefs, all different types of chefs. So
I'm the sous chef for Mrs. Shark.
there you go.
I can chop stuff up like there's nobody's business.
And are you the pot washer as well for her?
Yes.
You're getting back to your roots.
And chief taster, so he tastes all the food as well.
Well, unfortunately, ever since she went through chemo and radiation, her taste buds have been all screwed up. So, because the tumor was in her head, so they had to irradiate her head, and it totally screwed up all her taste buds. So she doesn't know what stuff tastes like anymore. So yeah, I am the chief taster.
That's where you come in.
That's where you come
in. Yeah.
Yeah, and if he likes something really nice, like some sort of dessert, you go, "Oh, try that." He goes, "Oh, I'm not sure. Give me another one. I'll try another one just to be sure."
No, it's not that
good. You know, so he's like that. You know, he gets a couple of desserts before he decides whether it's good or bad. You know.
I just found out my dad was just diagnosed with COVID.
Oh
dear.
Oh dear.
Yeah, he's 93, so it's not a good thing.
No, and what had he symptoms, or what made him get tested for it?
So according to my sister, he's got minor symptoms, and his doctor is giving him some meds, and they're monitoring him. They haven't decided that he needs to go into the hospital, but they're keeping an eye on him.
Yeah. It's the numbers are rising up big time again at the moment over here in Ireland with it. It seems to be spreading again, but luckily it seems to be a mild enough one again. Most 90% of the people that get it, it's just a bit of a head cold or whatever, and then they're grand after a day or two. But again, as you get up with the ages, it can affect you different. Then again, a friend of mine got it, and he said he was pretty bad with it, and he'd be a guy that'd be healthy enough, he'd be out climbing mountains and he'd be out hiking and stuff like that at the weekends. Not like me, a couch potato, but he said it knocked him for 6. So, you know, it all depends. Sometimes you can be lucky, and sometimes you get a bad dose of it. But anyhow, we're coming near the end. So as I always do, I'll ask everyone what they're at for the week. So Parky, you're the first one in line this week. Yep. So Parky, what's the plan for you?
So Friday's video will be a toolbox tour. It will, because I do review tools and such like from time to time. You know, your for work on cars and whatnot. and it's going to be this.
What is
We're
that?
doing this.
Well, I'll
Battery
put it out.
charger.
Okay.
Yep.
Tornado.
So
Okay.
we'll be doing that.
And anything else, or is it just one
No,
video
that's
this
it.
week?
No, just out of one video a
Okay.
week.
Okay. Shark Scrapper, what's your plan for the week?
So Monday will be a pickup I did from a motorcycle repair shop. So lots of interesting things that came from them, different than, what I usually kind of see and get. And then assuming that the cards all lay out right and I'm off my lazy bum, we should have a street scrap on Thursday.
Okay. So we can see when you get some wire shelving this Thursday.
Yeah, exactly.
Cruiser Mac, what's your plan for the week?
Well, unfortunately, I have to go back to work tomorrow, so that dampens my style somewhat. But goal is to get all those lights done this week, so I'm just down to the transformers. I've got a big stack of transformers in my shop there, so I'm going to get rid of all the peripheral stuff and just have the transformers left, and then I can just take those apart at my leisure.
And will you have a video out or anything on it?
Yeah, I'm
or-
going to say the last light there. I'll show what's involved taking it apart. I've got it down to a science. Now, it takes a while to figure out exactly how many tools you need and everything, but take them apart pretty quick now. So the last one or two, I'll show how they come apart.
Yeah,
What's salvageable and what's not.
that's pretty cool. Well, I have a video out on Thursday, so that'll be out at 6 p.m. GMT time. So that's 2 p.m. I think Eastern time or something like that. I think you're 4 hours behind, is it, or are you 5 hours behind me? I forget what it is over there. Sharky, what are you on the Eastern coast behind us? What time is it
5
now?
p.m. right now.
5 p.m. and it's about 5 hours behind, so it'll be on at 1 p.m. Eastern time. It's my video, and hopefully I'll be live again next Sunday. I'm working 6 days again this week, so I try and get around to people's videos, but with me having no day off, I usually use Monday as a day off to catch up with videos, but this Monday I'm working again, so can't do that. So, but I'll try and catch a few videos during the week. And
That's the
until
problem
then-
with work, eh?
yeah, that's the problem with work. I know. It's terrible. You think YouTube would just give me loads of money so I wouldn't have to do it.
Woo-hoo.
But we don't have Ralph here to say it, so I'm going to say it myself. So scrap you all later, guys. Thanks as always, and
See you, everyone.
scrap you later.